Good morning, darlings. So I apologize that I'm a total wreck right now. It's just been one of those weeks where I don't sort of get more than about 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night. So many conferences and all that stuff, but I won't bore you with any further details on that. So welcome to episode 33 now of Greenwood Talks, and I apologize that this isn't sort of up to our usual standard and all that, but I didn't want to skip a week, so I really wanted to do it, even though it's about 4:45 in the morning right now. So let me get to the suggestion here. So I was asked, Lord Thranduil, how do you deal with waking up in the morning? Now I have no idea how you knew that it would be such a timely request, but thank you for submitting. So, oh dear, getting up early. Well, obviously, I've been doing a lot of that recently. I've always sort of gotten up at least with the sun. It's just sort of something that happens. I sort of, once it starts to get light out, I just naturally wake up, no matter how tired I am, typically. Although obviously a few late nights of drinking will change that for you, but as far as sort of getting up, I think a lot of it has to do with how well you sleep. So if you can maximize the amount of rest that you get while you are asleep, I think that really helps. So things like having good nutrition and being well hydrated, I find really help, and then making sure that the sleep you get is restful, sort of making sure that you go off the sleep cycles, which are about 3 hours, I believe, each. That can be incredibly useful for many people. Making sure you go to bed without any anxieties on your mind, which is incredibly difficult for many people, I understand that. But sort of putting positive energy around you before you sleep, so making sure not to watch anything too exciting or something that's going to aggravate any of your worries is going to help. So sort of listening to maybe classical music or something of that nature. And then I also find what you use to wake up can be incredibly impactful on your mood for the entire day. So for some people, that sort of digital alarm sound, or if you're using a cellular telephone as your wake up alarms, which many people do these days, a lot of those presets, whether they're the sort of MIDI songs or just a series of tones and what have you, I find that a lot of those are just sort of they sort of make you want to throw the device across the room. They're not sort of conducive to waking up pleasantly. So for me personally, I find either sounds that are from nature, so a much more natural sound, or even just some music that's sort of energetic. I'll often put on, well, in the past I've done it as well, either a song that I'm really into at the moment, whether it's something that I know the lyrics to, or even a version without the lyrics, so that I wake up thinking about them and I want to sort of sing along. So it helps to sort of encourage me to wake up and start the day. And because I enjoy the song, I feel very good about getting up. So I really need to run to this meeting, so I can't really discuss this more, even though your suggestion, of course, deserves much more time and energy. So I hope some of this is useful for you, darling. I really do. And until next time, ta-ta.